with a check of our forecast. And Cedric, you are actually starting us off. It's sunny today, pretty out there, but you're starting us off. You got some really good snow pictures.
Yeah, I do. And I really wanted to highlight this one because this one just came in from Nicole Bearder, and she's homeschooling some students, and she was doing STEM training. So this is a science and STEM, and they were studying the letter I with STEM. And so they decided, hey, let's try to make an igloo. So they made an igloo actually right now, and this is really cool to see. I mean, you don't see this too often in the South, but these kids are quite creative, and obviously it was operational. So they were able to get out there and do that. That's just really cool to me. I thought that was very impressive there up on. Yes, very nice. And look at the igloo. I want to go in closer so you can see this. I mean, they did a great job with the structure of this thing, and you can see there the entryway there also, and yeah, it's holding up just fine. So I think they may get a chance to enjoy this for another day or so, at least there where they have enough snow, and then these things will probably start to collapse a little bit. But overall, pretty cool to see there. So again, temperatures right now in the upper 30s to lower 40s across the area. Warmer air just off to our south and west. That will try to build in as we go throughout the day as high pressure ushers in that warm air across the region here. And so as we take a look at your planner for the rest of this afternoon, we're going to see lots of sunshine, temperatures in the upper 40s to near 50 degrees this afternoon. So as we warm up, rain chances will turn on your Wednesday. And of course, we're going to be watching as we get into your Friday for any extra moisture that may try to get thrown into some of that colder air. So outside, lots of blue sky. You can still see a couple of clouds showing up across the area, but overall, not bad. 39 in Dayton, 39 in Athens and Cleveland, 38 in Murphy. We've got 43 in Dalton and Chattanooga and 42 degrees currently in Fort Payne. Again, as I was mentioning, we've got that southerly flow coming in with that warm air around the area of high pressure. Looks fairly quiet off to our west, but as we look off to the north and west, I'm tracking some very cold air that's building here. This is our next weather maker here, and this front is on its way towards the south. Ahead of it, that's why we're seeing the temperatures warming up. Behind this front, that's where the cold air is, and that will start to move our way as we get towards the end of this week. So enjoy the brief warm up while we have it. Let's walk you through Futurecast. Again, we've got this cold front that's going to be heading our way. Clouds will increase as we go throughout tonight, but we'll stay dry. I think most of Wednesday will be dry as well. We've got clouds thickening up across the area, but notice most of the rain closer to the front back towards the west. Now that front will start to inch closer though by late Wednesday, and notice as we get towards Wednesday around, let's say Wednesday night into early Thursday, that's when that low pressure will move across the area, bringing us a good chance of rain across the region. Now you do notice some pinks and blues showing up back to the north and west. I do think there is a potential of a wintry mix on the backside of this for areas just to our north. Now as we get into the Tennessee Valley, I think as we get into that early Thursday morning time frame, we could see a brief sleet pellet or maybe a little freezing drizzle at the back end of this. But I think for most of us here in the Tennessee Valley, this is going to be pretty much a non-event for us in terms of winter weather. Most of that will stay just off to our north and east, but the rainfall will be around across the area as we go into your Wednesday night into early Thursday, and then we'll see that sliding on out. Now, as this front moves on down towards the south and east, we're going to see some very cold air building in here on the back side of it. I just showed you that there on the map. And then the question becomes, how far south and east does this front go? Because there's going to be another area of low pressure that's going to try to develop to our south and west. If that front and that area of low pressure is just off to the north and west, it could spin enough moisture back into the area on Friday that we could see, some snow across the area. And this could be a Tennessee Valley snow event across the region. But if that front goes a little too far south, it'll keep most of the moisture off to our south and east. So that's going to be the question mark that we're going to be kind of honing in on and fine tuning here. But as we go throughout the next couple of days, we've got kind of two shots of maybe seeing a little wintry weather. The first shot will be, of course, early Thursday morning, probably before most of us wake up. But usually cold chasing the moisture, maybe a brief bout of a little bit of freezing drizzle, maybe a sleet pellet or two. Probably not a major deal, but the second chance will come on Friday, and we'll have to just see how far south that front goes if we see some snowfall across the area on your Friday. So that's what we're watching, and of course you can depend on us to keep you updated as we get closer and closer to that event. Let me show you your Storm Alert 7-day forecast because, check it out on Tuesday. We've got highs climbing to near 50 degrees. Now, most of us will likely stay into the upper 40s, but I did put 50 on there because I do think one or two of us may hit the 50-degree mark. Now, Wednesday, you see the rain chance, 60%. Don't get too concerned about that in terms of during the daytime because I think it will be more in the late afternoon into the evening hours. Before that, look at that, mid-50s. So I think most of us will get into the low to mid-50s as we get into your Wednesday. And then look at this on Thursday behind that front, maybe a morning little brief wintry mix, but I think that'll be confined to the higher elevations. but the temperatures area-wide only in the 30s for highs. And then there you go. We're watching Friday closely. We're going to have the cold air in place. We know that. The question is, will we have the moisture? It is possible. I'll just say stay tuned for now. But Latrice, look at the weekend. Finally, a quiet weekend. Fingers crossed it stays that way.
It's like, okay,
Yes.
there we go. Thank you, Cedric.